Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing a Geode Galaxy nail design. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So these are how my short nails are looking today. They did all grow out since I had stripped them back in January. And for some reason, when I remove the previous design, I won't end up putting the next design right away. I'll go about my day and do things, which is kind of like a bad idea because as I'm like using my hands, smacking them around on stuff, cleaning, cooking, whatever, my nails chip. So far, my index finger is the only nail that's pretty strong enough on its own that hasn't chipped yet. Um, the other ones I have chipped, so they're cut back down. I'm telling you, like I'm trying to grow out my this hand for 2022, and it started out great until you know a couple weekends in a row I didn't cover it. Like I removed the previous design and then I went about my Saturday doing things, and because there is no backing to my nail with nail polish or anything, it just chips. I mean, see, and this is like a normal thing for me. This was happening before I started my channel. So, I know very well that my nails are just not strong enough on their own to be long. So, but magically though, my index finger is pretty strong. I don't know what that was, and I can tell you right now, my diet hasn't been the greatest. But that index finger is the only one that's staying alive. So I decided that I wanted to use dip powders because when I was doing dip powders in the beginning of the year, I found that there was a lot of less chipping and it was easier to remove. So I wanted to do a geode nail design. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically one of those crystal stone things that they cut in section, and when you look at a profile of it, you can see all the beautiful layers that geode has. So I want to kind of take a play on it. I love this dip powder. I've used it, I think, twice before since the new year. And I wanted to use this as my backdrop for my geode design. So I'm dipping this 3 times. I'm only going to be showing this twice. The first layer that I did, that was 3/4 of the way up. And then here I'm showing the last layer that's going to be the full coverage of the nail because you don't want it to be too bulky around your cuticle area. And I'm just using this ball tool to scrape off the excess. So after I did that step, the next step I'm doing is applying the activator. And after we apply this activator, we're going to be applying another layer of the base coat. And this is going to harden very quickly. So I love this aspect of dip powder because if I were to take, I guess worst case scenario is regular nail polish, I would just have to like put this on and then wait for it to dry overnight. With gel polish, it's not so bad to, put on a layer and then cure it and it's done. But at the same time, a deep color like this, I feel like is really hard to achieve by 2 coats alone. I feel like with this color. I mean, unless I'm wrong with gel polishes, let me know if you find that, like, let's say an opaque color like this would apply well with 2 thin coats. I mean, I could probably do it with 2 coats if it was a regular gel polish, but I would have to apply it on thick. So after I've done that, the next step is to file these smooth, and I hate trying to explain how I hand file, but when I'm doing sculpted nails, in this case it's dip powder, but I feel like it's all the same. I wanna start on the sides and kind of file my way towards the center of the nail, and that way you can see where there's divots, where it's uneven, and you can either, if it's chunky enough nail, you can file it down smooth, or if not, you can just go back and fill it in. So this is kind of a chunky enough nail. There's 3 layers on here, so I was able to file it down smooth, and now I'm taking my buffer and I'm just smoothing out this nail. After that's done, I'm putting on some base coat by OPI. I'm using regular nail polish today. So this is going to be a nice slow dry, but this base coat dries pretty fast. You just need a thin layer, remove the excess with the brush. And by the time I got to the pinky, I probably gave it like another minute, and I was good to go with the next step here. So I'm taking a bunch of my blues. I want it to match the background color. So I'm taking some families of blues, some of them that are just plain colors, some of them that have metallics, and some that have glitters. I'm throwing in a white here just to break it up. And that last color there laying down is actually a purple, but it has like this really nice oil slick, and I want to use that. So yeah, we're just going to put these little I guess swatches side by side to create the marbled texture for this Geode design. And this is fairly simple. I've seen people go to extents of taking like a ball tool and swirling it around, but you really don't need to do that. So here I'm going to show a close up. I just grabbed a little strip there, and I'm just going to wiggle my marbling brush to and from. Just some random squiggles. I usually start from that corner and do like a C, or wrap around that side of the nail. You can figure out your own formation. I just like doing that. I went back in and I did it twice to give it some extra color if you feel like the colors blended very well to where it's not a marble anymore. But if you're wondering, a marble brush is like any normal square flat brush, but it looks like someone kind of frayed the tips a bit. So I probably should have showed that before I started doing all this, but maybe next time. But yeah, I'm just continuing this kind of technique on my thumb, index, and ring finger, and then I'm going to reserve my middle and pinky to do just one swipe of this marbling. So these layers are going to be thick, adding more thickness to your nail. I don't really feel that these nails are too thick though, actually. This is just the right amount of thickness that I'm working with right now. So on to the last nail, and we'll show you again how I did that. Just one quick squiggle diagonally across this nail. As you can see, it's like mixing and it's making pretty designs. I love that. So by the time I got to my thumbnail, it was kind of surface dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some striping polish. This silvery glitter I think would be a great accent. And all you need to do is follow the squiggles. And I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Like, I really like this effect, but I got a little like ahead of myself maybe. So in some parts of my nail, I didn't follow the path that the marble was taking. So you could probably notice the fluidity of the design. So you really want to try to follow the squiggles of the design and it'll work great. If you go against it, it's not going to look natural or organic, I guess. So I may notice it more than you, but I don't know. I do my nails at night, so I guess sometimes at some points I'm just like, okay, let's get this over with already. So, which is crazy because this design took half the time that it normally takes me to do. I guess my long nails. I guess it should, right? But this was pretty quick and easy. I mean, well, quicker and easy. So now I'm applying OPI top coat. I'm just going to put a layer of this, and I'm working per nail, so don't put it on every nail because we're going to be applying these Pixie Crystals. You just want to place these. I'm going to place them on the edges of, I want to create this border on this design here. And it's going to be great because it's going to be reflecting so much light and color that the nail is giving off. So it's going to be clear sometimes. It's going to be looking blue sometimes. It may look even kind of pink. I am finding that some of this color that kind of meshed in the marbling, especially the oil slick looking one, it created like this pink hue, which is fine for me. But if you want to stick true to like blue family colors, then you might not want to use like the iridescent types because it'll reflect weird colors every now and then. So we're just going to do this to each nail. And along the way, I'm just going to take some of the top coat and fill in to the Pixie Crystals to make sure that they are nice and stuck in there. If you'd like, you can apply some pressure, maybe with a ball tool or a wax pencil, to make the Pixie Crystals sink into those layers to really get in there and stay. But it all depends on how you situate your Pixie Crystals. If you put them in clusters and you put enough top coat, they should stay on. If you put them in a single line, I can't guarantee that they will stay for you. Because at the end of the day, it's a smooth surface against a smooth surface, and it'll probably just pop off at some point. So I did, when this got somewhat dry, I did apply pressure with my finger onto the Pixie Crystals to have them stay in, like stick into the layers of nail polish. So we're just wrapping up the rest of these nails here. This is a very simple and well, once you get the technique down, it is simple. It looks complicated because it's such a really pretty marbling. Like, how would I be able to do that? Again, you saw what I did. We just put down strips of color, picked it up with a brush and wiggled it down onto the surface of the nail. It is just that easy. And you can only imagine like what it would look like with different color combos. And you know me, I've got like a ton of those Sally Hensen nail polishes. So, leave a comment below if you'd like to see more of this geode marbling techniques. And for the middle finger and the pinky, I'm not going to do a full border on each nail. I kind of focused on just mostly one side or one area of that nail, because it is just a strip of this marbling. I didn't want to have this overpowered by the Pixie Crystals. And at the same time, as you can see here, I was running low and I didn't want to pour another batch of Pixie Crystals on the table there. And that's fine because you really don't have to go all the way with these things. Sometimes just having that little bit of accent is good enough. So after these suckers dry, and I like to give a good, well, because I usually do these at night, I sleep for the next day. But I'm just taking some Nourish Cuticle Oil and rubbing this into each nail. And that's pretty much it. I really like this whole technique here, and I'm loving that it's such a intricate design on a short nail. I don't even know if I would want to put these on long nails, because I think then it would be overdone with the marbling. But this is a faraway look. It's reflecting so much color right now. It's insane. But when we do the close-up, you'll get to see all that detail. And here is a close-up of that. And look, it's so cool. It looks like inner space universe type of a look. But it's amazing how like those strips of color created all that marbling on there. It's so pretty. I love it. So there you have it. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again this weekend when I do my long nail hand design. I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.